Billionaires always have a way of delighting our sense of fashion with exquisite and exclusive timeless pieces that sparkle with drips of glitz and glam. Let's take a peek inside the billionaire's closet and see how he transitions from the stereotypical fine boy to full-fledged style icon. Elon Musk, the original Elon, is renowned for his vibrant, varied sense of style, elegant trainers, and luxury jackets. He is one of those people whose audacious and unique fashion style says loudly. The billionaire frequently wears straight-leg jeans, uncomplicated tees, and leather jackets to flaunt a business casual look. Musk likes wearing denim jackets, which he matches with slim-fit pants. The famous entrepreneur prefers trainers like the Nike React Element 87s or Allbirds Well Runners for footwear. Most importantly, Musk bases his clothing decisions on comfort and usefulness. He always keeps things understated, elegant, and impeccable. Musk is renowned for wearing Paul Shant sunglasses. He frequently sports a pair of dark lens aviators, which give his dapper ensembles a vintage feel. Many people even prefer to call him Classic Elon because of his love of style, which is a name that fits him perfectly. On other occasions, when Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla, is out and about, you'll see him wearing a pair of all-black leather trainers, mirrored sunglasses, and a leather moto jacket. He has the fine boy flair that comes from wearing denim and jackets, but he prefers to be referred to as an automotive specialist. Do not be fooled by the apparent simplicity. The moto jacket alone costs $1,899. The Tesla CEO, dressed to the nines in all hues of dopeness, walked on stage for a modeling night event that his automaker Tesla hosted. "I like your shoes!" yelled a strident voice out of the audience at once, echoing around the space. Musk demonstrated the trainers with a karate kick in response to such remark. A company named DM Custom Sneakers produced the shoes especially for the CEO, who is worth $1 billion. The trainers, which were made of extremely fine leather, had a carved toe box with a genuine Python Tesla emblem and black hair on the skin. And no, the $1 million shoe in question is not for sale. Even if you are one of the richest individuals in the world, you cannot obtain it. However, something comparable is available for $1,500 on the Tesla website. Wow, such a large sum of money to fill CEO shoes similar to those of a millionaire. Elon Musk is particularly fond in wearing expensive and designer wristwatches in addition to clones. He occasionally sports a Tag Heuer Carrera Caliber 1887 SpaceX chronograph or an Omega Seamaster Aquaterra watch. Consider the price of the Omega Seamaster Aquaterra watches. The least expensive model of this expensive watch costs $6,600. Watch prices vary depending on the model. Nobody can properly describe the fragrance of Musk. However, he did once post about a perfume called Burnt Hair that was described as the finest fragrance on Earth and the essence of repugnant desire. Musk sold 10,000 bottles of that perfume for $100 each in less than a day. The business tycoon amassed up to $1 million with simply the scent. Musk recently shared a picture of himself wearing a $7,500 Halloween costume. He was photographed while attending Heidi Klum's yearly Halloween bash in New York City. Musk was recently seen at the World Cup final wearing an olive green t-shirt and plaid black pants, an ensemble that subtly signaled his prowess in style and luxury. Elon Musk likes to make subtle statements through his clothing, choosing muted shades and clean shapes that pass for a simple style and class despite having a large collection of designer clothing, shoes, and wristwatches, and having more than enough money to buy them all. Musk has tried to avoid trend-led fashion statements in favor of his timeless fashionable pieces, and loves to speak with pride, which you can term as full confidence. Jeff Bezos, the creator of Amazon, is another billionaire with a wardrobe that exudes flair and wealth. However, he is renowned for his understated, timeless look, which frequently consists of dress shoes, button-down shirts, and designer suits. The man loves to keep things simple since he avoids following fashion trends. Before now, Jeff Bezos could not be mentioned among the wealthy men who dress well because he had no interest in that. He loved to keep things understated and unassuming. He tried to dress up periodically, but only for formal occasions. Additionally, he only frequently wore other formal attire when the situation called for it. He developed a taste for wearing shirts with concealed snaps beneath the collar for quick tie removal back in the late 1980s when he had to wear a suit to work every day in New York. But unexpectedly quickly, his clothing started to communicate style and class. But when did all of evolution start? Well, it's difficult to say. Some had conjectured that it started when Bezos began to express his goals for owning an Amazon fashion world. Bezos has undergone a remarkable makeover. His tailoring is now more precise, and he owns a vast collection of bomber jackets, each of which costs at least $91.80. Designer shirts in shades of white or blue make up his wardrobe. Bezos' good fortune has grown so remarkably that it has motivated a lot of people to lavish him with flowery analogies to pop culture icons like Pitbull and Vin Diesel as the Terminator. Recently in Portland, the man was dressed in stylish cowboy boots, a Ulysses Nardin dual-time watch, and Garrett Lee Van Buren sunglasses. Bezos is determined to spend that cash. He owns a jewelry watch from Ulysses Nardin which may run up to $10,850. Bezos has changed from sporting only a sweater and pleated trousers to a bulky black polo shirt. He can be seen with trainers on and pants tucked into a collared shirt. Some like to refer to him as the famous person who transformed from a geeky bookseller to a digi-stud muffin, which is slang for a very attractive man. Of course he is. What with his hair meticulously groomed and bulging biceps, it's impossible to ignore a fine man in his opulence. Bezos buys a pack of common snapless shirts in bulk so he can choose his preference whenever, because he lives in the Pacific Northwest and has always needed assistance attaining his own style. He was the honorary chair of the Met Gala event in 2012, and he proudly stood on the steps of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. He was wearing a Tom Ford tuxedo, which, depending on the model and style, may cost up to or more than $307,132.60. At the Vanity Fair Oscars party, Jeff Bezos was once seen wearing a matching tuxedo and Patrick Stewart attire. He was standing next to a poster of a more muscular, bald Dwayne Johnson from the movie Rampage, with visible veins on his arms. He wrote, "Still working on my smolder," as the photo's caption. Many commenters were prompted by this photo to make observations about both the picture and the elegant dress. On other days, Bezos will be seen relaxing in desert-faded jeans, cowboy boots, a present from a friend, a cowboy hat, and matching black sunglasses as he leans against his space capsule. Bezos dresses in garnished swimwear and vintage shirts with the buttons half undone when sailing on his yacht. Bezos was observed at the Summit LA-17 in 2017, wearing a look that resembled Robert Downey Jr.'s jeans, black t-shirt, and leather jacket, a black polo shirt with jeans. He is becoming increasingly at ease playing the public role and dressing himself for it, right down to the squared-off handkerchief in his breast pocket when he wears a suit. He is a dapper dresser who served as the model for Iron Man 2, which he does while surrounded by influential people in politics. When around journalists and in his backyard, he frequently removes his tie in favor of a perfectly tailored sports jacket and contrasting straight trousers. Bezos once appeared in a totally unusual clothing choice, a $1.327 million silk long-sleeve Casablanca shirt, which raised a lot of eyebrows. Casablanca attire always exudes the image of an opulent seaside lifestyle, and none of their collections are available for less than $1.274 million. Morgan Stanley anticipated that Bezos' fashion company would soon overtake Macy's as the leading one-stop fashion home in the United States because to the manner he got so international about his luck and attire. Bezos has even lost track of his clothing choices. A man should be able to recall the name of his shirt or shoes if questioned in an interview. He only knows that he can dress whichever he wants. Undoubtedly, a change had occurred. From formal dress shoes to casual trainers and everything in between, a billionaire shoe collection can comprise a range of designs from high-end labels like Christian Louboutin and Gucci to Prada, which uses materials like leather and suede. Their clothing is always appropriate for their lifestyle and social standing. However, a person's wealth or social standing may not necessarily reflect their fashion sense or sense of style because some billionaires place a higher priority on comfort and usefulness than on fashion. Others might have a more flamboyant or flashy sense of style. In the end, the contents of a billionaire's wardrobe largely depend on the person's choices and necessities.